Hi everyone, welcome to the Thinking Crypto YouTube channel. Please hit that subscribe button if you're new here, as well as the thumbs up button, guys. I have some very big news to share with you. It is important that you watch this video to the end because it's great news you as a crypto investor should be aware of. So let me start off first by saying the market is looking good here. When I say good, I don't mean it's in a great spot, but in context of the stock market opened up down 3,000 points. The Dow fell 13% for its worst points loss ever, down almost 3,000 points by the closing bell. And this is after the Fed yesterday did what they did with the interest rate and continued to print more money and pump it into the market, right? And it still fell. They cannot stop the bleeding. And it's good to see crypto didn't move in the same direction. That's why I said we're in a good spot, because Bitcoin is still around 5,000. We're moving sideways, and we didn't have another 30 to 40, 50% dump like we saw last week, right? So that's a good sign. That's a healthy sign. Next, guys, this news is really, really important, so pay attention. Coinbase Chief Legal Officer leaves to take senior role at U.S. bank regulator. If you read that title, you're like, oh, whatever. What's important about that? Let me give you the details. So he's the Chief Legal Officer at Coinbase. His name is Brian Brooks, is leaving the crypto exchange to become the second in command at the U.S. Office of Comptroller of the Currency, OCC. And guess who appointed this? Today, U.S. Treasury Secretary Steve Mnuchin designated Brooks as the new deputy effective April 1st, 2020. Brooks, a former Fannie Mae executive, vice president, general counsel, and corporate secretary, has served as the chief legal officer at Coinbase since September 2018. This guy came in the bear market. And I keep telling you guys, right? You have to look at who is coming into this market, who's investing, and you're seeing government officials, big money guys who've been in traditional markets getting in. So multiple things here, and here's his his Facebook link, his LinkedIn profile. Here you see his experience, right? On the Fannie Mae board of directors, obviously chief legal officer at Coinbase for 1 year, 7 months, and strong background. So the fact that he's now being positioned in the government seat, like Mnuchin calling him up, hey, we need you. I wonder why, guys. I don't think this is a coincidence, because he has experience with cryptocurrencies and the workings of all of it, working at Coinbase, and the central banks are looking to build their CBDCs. They're scrambling, and obviously the Federal Reserve, they're probably going to look to do a USD digital coin, right? That is coming. So something is in the works here, and this is significant news, because think, once again, the timing. The timing is very, very important here. When you have the virus going on, the economy is heading into a recession or already in a recession, and this is taking place today. Guys, big things ahead for the crypto asset class. Just keep that in mind. And he pulled this guy away from Coinbase. This is very interesting. This is very, very interesting. And I'm excited for the future of this market. And speaking of excitement, guys, and big money, Bakkt completes $300 million Series B financing. The investments into the crypto asset class, both in the tokens and digital assets themselves, as well as the infrastructure, the companies, services, software, hardware, solutions that are being built, continues. It's now heading into the billions. If you add up all the millions that are invested in this company and that company, it's into the billions. So investors include Intercontinental Exchange, which is of course the parent company. That makes sense. But listen to this, Microsoft's M12. Now, why is Microsoft getting involved here, guys? Because they see the future. PayU, Boston Consulting Group, Goldfinch Partners, CMT Digital, and Panthera Capital. So Bakkt launched 2 years ago with the vision of building trust in and unlocking the value of digital assets for institutions and consumers alike. Since then, we have been focused on delivering that vision. In 2019, we helped launch the first end-to-end regulated market for Bitcoin and institutional Bitcoin custody offering too. Today, we are pleased to announce that Bakkt has raised an additional $300 million of capital with participation from investors that I named already, guys. This is great. And they're going to launch their app soon. I'm still trying to get the interview with the president, Adam White. He's very busy. So I've been working with the folks who are planning out his calendar. So I'm definitely working that interview, guys. So hit that subscribe button. Now, here's something interesting. At Bakkt, we take a broad view of digital assets. Digital assets include things as diverse as loyalty and reward points in digital game assets, merchant stored value, and cryptocurrencies, and collectively represent near $1 trillion in consumer spending power. Guys, we're so early. Big things are coming. Nothing is stopping this Bakkt train with the money and the power behind it. So here I'm excited to at our potential to unlock nearly $1 trillion of digital assets when the Bakkt app launches this summer. So it's coming. Now let's see how the virus affects that. It may delay it a bit because, I don't think any company wants to launch something now because consumers don't really care. They care about, being quarantined and toilet paper and all that, cleaning supplies. So, but it's coming, guys. The money is being invested. That's your proof. The money being invested by all these players. Now, the Block interviewed some folks from Starbucks who said this. This is a representative from Starbucks. We anticipate that a range of cryptocurrencies will gain traction with customers, and through our work with Bakkt, we will be uniquely positioned to constantly consider and offer customers new and unique ways to pay seamlessly at Starbucks. See what's coming, guys? Starbucks is partnered with Bakkt, and you'll be able to walk into Starbucks with the Bakkt app and make purchases with different digital assets. So here's something that their slogan essentially on the website: Bakkt converts all your digital assets into cash. So it includes many different things. The token economy is coming, and part of that is the government's getting on board, and also a lot of building, guys. Now, you all know, maybe about a month or so ago, I added Tezos to my portfolio. I mentioned I bought some more Tezos in the dip last week, not financial investment advice. And we have some updated news. Vertalo to tokenize 22 securities worth $200 million on the Tezos blockchain. That, as an investor, is why I got into Tezos, because people are asking me, what about Tezos? Why are you not adding Tezos to your portfolio? And I was like, I'm waiting to see some adoption, and this is some great news, and this is why I've added to my portfolio. You want to see adoption, partnerships, utility, right? Use case. So more than 20 companies expect to tokenize securities on Tezos blockchain, representing some $200 million in deals through a new partnership with fintech merchant bank Dealbox and software provider Vertalo. Great news if you're holding Tezos, and I'm glad I added some to my portfolio. Now, finally, guys, I am not a fan of BitMEX. I'm not a fan of the CEO. He's a jerk. You guys have seen his tweets. And now I think karma is coming back for him, because recently we heard about the EU said they're not licensed to operate in the EU. So they have to figure that out. And it says here, BitMEX takes a hit, community cries foul play following market crash. So as usual, they're probably involved in some weird stuff. So trading giant BitMEX was thrust into a middle of controversy that saw the premier exchange face an operational outage that lasted for about 25 minutes. During the downtime, rumors spread throughout the cryptoverse that some foul play had been going on behind the scenes, especially since Bitcoin's price fell to around the $3,700 mark. So I wouldn't be surprised, guys. There's a lot of dumping and manipulation that goes on via BitMEX, and I don't like them. I don't care for them. I don't day trade. So if they go out of business, I honestly don't care, because they're kind of shady. So guys, what do you think about this news? Two big items. Coinbase chief legal officer hired by Mnuchin. Go help with our currency. We know about CBDCs coming, and crypto regulations coming soon as well. And then Bakkt. Looks like they capped off their Series B funding here. Big things ahead. What do you think? Leave your thoughts and comments below. Thumbs up if you like this video. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll talk to you all later.